zoom, zoom, zi, 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 zoom. Zim, zim, zi, zi, zoom, 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 zoom. Zip, zip, zoom, zoom, zi, zi, za, za. Zing, zing, za, za, zoom, zoom, zi, zi. Ba, ba, bim, bam, bim, bo, bam. Ba, 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 bim, bam, bim, bo, bam, bim, bam, bo, bam. Bam, bo, ba, bam. Bo, ba, ba, bim, bam, bim, bo, bam. Bidi, bidi, da, bidi, bidi, bang. Bidi, da, bidi, bidi, bang. Bidi, bang, bidi, da, bidi, boo, bang. Bidi, da, bidi, bidi, bang. Bidi, bidi, da, bidi, bidi, bang. Bidi, bidi, da, bidi, bidi, bang. Bidi, bang, bidi, da, bidi, boo, bang. Bidi, da, bidi, bidi, bang. Ha, hee, hoo, ha, ha, hoo, hee. Hee, hoo, ha, ha, hoo, ha, ha, hee. Hee, hoo, ha, ha, hoo, ha, hee, ha, ha. Hee, hoo, ha, 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 hoo, hee. Ha, hee, hi, ho, ho, ha, ha, hee, ha, hee, hi, ho, ho, ha, ha, hee. Hee, hi, ho, ho, ha, ha, hee, ha, hee, hi, ho, ho, ha, ha, hee. Tiki-taka, tiki-ta, tita, tita. Tiki-taka, tiki-ta, tita, tita. Tita, tita. Tiki-taka, titi. Tiki-taka, tiki-ta, tita, tita. Oompa, oompa, up. Oompa, oompa, up. Oompa, oompa, up. Oompa, oompa, up. Oompa, up. Oompa, up. Oompa, 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 up. Oompa, 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 oompa.
I'm sorry. Who's that back there? What the heck are you talking about?
Bidi, bidi, bop, bidi, bidi, bang. Bidi, bidi, bop, bidi, bidi, bang. Bidi, bidi, bop, bidi, 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 bang. Bidi, bidi, bop, bidi, bidi, bang. Bidi, bang, bidi, bop, bidi, boo, bang. Bidi, bidi, bop, bidi, bidi, bang. Ha, hee, hi, ho, ho, ha, ha, hee, ha, hee, hi, ho, ho, ha, ha, hee. Hee, hi, ho, ho, ha, ha, hee, ha, hee, hi, ho, ho, ha, ha, hee. Ha, hee, hoo, ha, ha, ho, hee. Hee, hoo, ha, ha, hoo, ha, ha, hee. Hee, hoo, ha, ha, hoo, ha, hee, ha, ha. Hee, hoo, ha, 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 hoo, hee. Ha, hee, hi, ho, ho, ha, ha, hee. Ha, hee, hi, ho, ho, ha, ha, hee. Hee, hi, ho, ha, ha, hee. Ha, hee, hi, ho, ha, ha, hee. Tiki-taka, tiki-ta, tita, tita. Tiki-taka, tiki-ta, tita, tita. Tita, tita. Tiki-taka, tiki. Tiki-taka, tiki-ta, tita, tita. Oompa, oompa, up. Oompa, oompa, up. Oompa, oompa, up. Oompa, oompa, up. Oompa, up. Oompa, up. Oompa, 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 up. Oompa, 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 up. It's all just my friend, my friend. Bip-bip-bop. 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 Bip-bip-bop.
Hello! What's going on? Welcome to another exciting evening of Roastring here on the fantastic and beautifully digitalized Bort 3. Here in the Kitty Theater, we're going to do ourselves a little... Oh, god damn it. Well, we're going to... there's something wrong with my headphones, apparently. What if I just don't talk? Okay. Awesome. All right, let me fix that on the way upstairs. How are you, Kitty? Are you ready to play some? Are you ready to play some Powerwash Simulator? Let's do that. Let's get upstairs. I'll be right with you. Am I talking now? Yes, I am. Okay, how about now? Okay, really? Okay, it's just... Is that going to bother me enough that I need to fix it? Not really. I just won't gesture too often, because that will screw things up. Are we ready to play some Wordle? Let's get this going. Our first word is going to be dirty. Our first word is going to be dirty. No dirty? No hits for dirty, huh? Alright. Sorry if you hear my fan. My room is like super it's super quiet. Okay, my whole outfit's screwed up. I'm gonna just switch outfits. My whole room is getting pretty warm in here. I need to keep the door open when I'm not in here. Let's wear... What shirt do we want to wear today? I haven't worn Sneck in a while. Let's wear Sneck. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, everything's working. Good. Perfect. So, dirty has no hits. How about... Nose? Not noser. Noser's not going to work. How about... Please? How about please like that? There we go. Alright, fine. How about spunk? Is spunk a word? Spunk's not a word. There we go. How about skunk might be a word. Except it has to have a P in it. How about spunk? Spunk is definitely a word. There, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so it needs to have a P and an N, and the S has to be first. It could be Snoop. Yeah, I figured it'd be... I don't know why. I feel like I've heard the word Snoop at some point today. Let me actually share this for once. Share this to the old Wordle channel. And let me text it real quick. They love the double letters these days. Wordle. Do. Copy that to the Wordle crew. Alright, let's give Sweardle a shot. How about piss? Piss is going to be our first word for Sweardle. Okay, nothing in the first spot, or just the P. How about pram? Maybe we can get some letters. How about porn? Ah, there we go. What do you know? It was porn. All right, let's get this out of the way. We are going to switch over to Sweardle. Not Sweardle. We're going to switch over to the Powerwash Simulator. There was another thing I needed to do. I don't remember what that thing was. Probably turn off this music. I'm going to turn off this music. We're going to switch to Obsidian. Watch your ears. That's probably pretty loud. Turn you down just a tiny bit. There we go. Alright. I'm going to do a random sound effect. Watch your ears.
Yes, we got a full tank of dicks.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, let's do the Mad Hatter Tea Party. When is a table not a table? Why, when it's unpalatable, of course. And when is a tea not for me? When it's someone else's proper tea. Okay, here's an easier one. Why is a raven like a writing desk? No idea? Me neither, and it doesn't matter a jot. Unanswers are always so much more interesting anyways. Of course, if you don't know the unanswer either, then you'd better come clean. The table is dirty, after all, and we can't just have you just standing there like a sprightly little pepper pot. Hop to it! In truth, the March Hare is forever complaining about how grubby everything is, but when a plate gets dirty, I just move along one space, so I can't really see the issue. The issue is, if you do that every time, every spot's gonna get dirty, you gross monster. Alright, the achievement that we need to get... We need to stand on top. Wow, this, Why do I have the big one extended? Can I have the... There we go. I want the stubby gun. I need to stand at the very top for 10 seconds. So let me do that before I get distracted with anything else. Maybe we'll just start from up here. No, please don't fall. Please don't fall. I don't know if there's an easier way to get up here. It doesn't look like I was given a... come on! There we go. Doesn't look like I was given any scaffolding. I need to stand on the very tip-top strawberry for 10 seconds, I believe the achievement said. Like right here. So I'm just going to look here and survey the thing while I'm looking. The key to a good cup of tea is to always put the milk in first, says the Mad Hatter. He doesn't have anything else to say. I'm just going to stand here, and maybe while I'm standing here, I'll get the achievement. Then the butter, then the eggs, and finally the ham. I don't know if you know what you're making, mate. That's not how you make tea. There's no ham in tea. Would you like 1 lump or 2? Kitty, what do you like in your tea? Do you like your tea just straight up, like nothing in your tea? That's kind of how I take tea these days. Like, if I'm going to make tea, which is honestly very rarely, it needs to be, like, just pretty much a tea bag. That's it. I was raised very differently. I was raised that it's, you know, the sweeter the better for your tea. Nowadays, I don't really do extremely sweet tea, with the exception of chai. Did I get the achievement? Hold on, let me take a look over here in Steam. Yes, I did. Okay. So we're just going to start from here then. Why not? We're already up here. This level may make us want cake, which is unfortunate since we don't have any cake. Cake is not a thing that we have at our house at the moment. I'm not sure how they determine these dollar values, because, like, it says that we have completed this whole section and then we get 50 cents. I'm like, how do we contabulate that this section is worth 50 cents? You can't really say it's per amount of time, because the amount of time varies from person to person. It seems arbitrary, but, you know, a lot of things are arbitrary. Who cares? You know what I mean? Probably something at the base. There we go. Cake is clean. I'm not gonna lie. This table is enormous, and I feel like I probably should have become a bigger character. Like, I feel like being here shrunk is not the smartest way to be cleaning. It's like, really, all I needed to do was take a bite of the mushroom, and I'd need like 1 glass of water, and this whole thing would be clean. 1 glass of water and a napkin. Which, by the way, is the name of my memoirs. Is all of this clean? Just need the bottom of the cake. Alright, so let's go on to the next. You typically take a plain cup of tea if you're having an English tea. Or if you're having an English tea, then you'll take it with a bit of milk. I don't have a problem with a little bit of milk, like a milky sort of tea, especially if you're having it with, like, biscuits or scones. But if it's just like, usually 9 times out of 10, if I am having a cuppa, if I'm having a cup of tea, it's because I feel like crap. So I usually don't want, you know, things that will probably make me feel even worse. I like how when I'm up here spraying, sometimes the sprayer doesn't seem to want to make noise, which, excuse me, honestly isn't a huge deal for me. It's like, okay, you want to be you want to be a little quiet today, sprayer? That's okay. I'm not here to judge. Did you have a fun day, kitty? We had a festival, and now we can do some Alice in Wonderland imagery. It's been a long time since I've seen Alice in Wonderland. I kind of feel like I don't necessarily need to see Alice in Wonderland. Because, you know, I've seen it a lot and I kind of have it memorized. But that said, it feels like it's been quite a while. I don't typically just watch movies too, to be fair. Even to like watch it on Disney Plus would involve that would involve commercials, and I'm so not into that. You know what I mean? And then whenever I'm rewatching a movie like, say, Alice in Wonderland, or, you know, Castaway, or American Beauty, movies that I've seen like a million times, like my brain will come back to it and say, dude, come on, there's like a million movies you haven't seen. Why are you rewatching a movie again? And it's, you know, it's a lose-lose no matter which way you look at it, because on one hand, life is short. You got to experience all you can. But on the other hand, you know, life is short. Enjoy the things you want to enjoy. And it's like, you can't really win either way. It's like, both arguments are valid. So I guess just do whatever, basically, is the thick and thin of it. You can't really win either way. So do the things that make you happy in life, which, you know, that's pretty par for the course no matter what, you know, what the advice is. Just enjoy your life. As long as you're being a good person, enjoy yourself. Fall festival was so much fun. What was your favorite part, Kitty? Did you like coloring? I like coloring. I kind of like that drink. We had a very festive Halloween drink. And it was there was some dry ice in it, and it was all like spooky and shit, and it was like, man, I kind of wanted another one, but I didn't want to like ask for another one, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's kind of like going to the omelet station at the buffet more than once. It's like, yeah, you can go as many times as you want, but, you know, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy who gets like 8 omelets. They're gonna put a picture of you up at the omelet station. They're gonna be like, "Don't give any omelets to 8 Omelet Jim." Did I not? Why is this plate not? No, this one's fine then. This stalk isn't fine. It's this plate that needs some spraying. It's probably from underneath. Where's our next plate? How about from down here? There we go. Ah, that's what we were missing. Alright. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way of doing this, but I don't know. We had to come up here anyways for the achievement, so we might as well work from top to bottom. That would make a... I'm hoping that makes a more visually exciting end gif of the whole project at the end. Come on, what am I missing on this plate? Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't you give me that. Did that? I keep trying to say a word that I'm not meaning to say. It's like, no, not that word. Hello? What am I missing on this plate? Is there something on top, maybe? There it is. Some little schmutz here around the corner. Just a little. That's what I was looking for. All right. You like the potion station the most with the candle making and coloring? I didn't make a candle. I didn't really feel the compulsion to make a candle, and that's I feel like that's okay. But I'm glad that everyone else enjoyed it. While I tend not to be the most obvious enjoyer of parties of that nature, I never want to be the stickler of somebody else's fun. I want other people to have fun. Some people are just like, you know, if I'm not having fun, nobody should have fun, and I never want to be like that. Is the stupid cat here? I haven't looked. Have we seen the Cheshire Cat? I don't see the Cheshire Cat, unless he's just like on top, like looking down at us like a monster. And that's not really the kind of candle that we would, I would assume you wouldn't actually use it. It's more like a decoration candle, I would think. I could be wrong. I'm sure if you ask, they'll bring it back tomorrow. Alright, so this one's looking good. Let's clean this bottom here. Congratulations, we've just reached 10% completion on this map. I imagine this is kind of a busy section here because we've got to we got to traverse these branches here. Also, I apparently missed a whole thing of plates over there on one side. I am just surrounded by schmutz. How did I end up here in the schmutz section? What was that? Just heard a TTS voice. I'm assuming that was from the lo-fi playing in the background. I'm using the Alice in Wonderland. Whoops. I'm using the Alice in Wonderland spray nozzle here, so you can see it's psychedelic down here. It's because it's Alice in Wonderland themed. At least that's what it's supposed to be. It's really giving off more of a 70s vibe, like a disco fever kind of vibe, but I get where they're trying to go with it. You know what I mean? Part of me doesn't want to re-climb that. I can probably get that with the deep spray. Like, I can grab this. That's what I'm talking about. Probably for a lot of this, you don't even have to climb the plates, although you do need to get the top of them. Like, you can't really get by with just getting the bottom of the plate. It's a gel candle. Okay. Does that's still safe to, you know. I know we've done, you know, there have been some 5-minute crafts that's been like, hey, you can make this and it definitely won't burn your house down. And, you know, there have been crafts out there that will 1000% burn your house down. Yes, it's safe. Excellent. Have a bunker. Have a very, very quiet bunker. Let's try that again. Have a bunker. Bunker? Bunker. Bunker. Burning people. He says what we're all thinking. Part of me is like a very, very small part of me has the urge to play Portal 2. Frankly, I don't know if I've ever even played Portal 2 on stream. I know we did the, I think I did the multiplayer with Felinoid once upon a time, or Brad, one of the two. But I don't think I've done the actual game proper. I don't have time in the next few months, but maybe in the future we'll play Portal 2. We'll see. The next few months are very filled up, and that's the same thing. Like, same thing as with the movies. Portal 1 can be done in 45 minutes. That's a very different game. And quite honestly, I kind of want to do the stupid Portal 1 mod again. But it's been way too soon. That's not for quite a while. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy there. Something just went nuts on my character. Also, we're probably going to get a update from... There we go. On to the sandwiches, says the Mad Hatter. Hi, Micah. I don't know what you turned into, kitty. Welcome to the... welcome back to Powerwash Simulator. We haven't done Powerwash in a dog's age. What do you suppose is more sensible? To eat 3 square meals a day or 4 triangular ones? What would you like in yours anyways? Some cucumber or some cumbersome Q? Shut up. Boo this man. I am trying to wash your table. Stop texting me your riddles. It's like, I get it. You're crazy. Can we... Didn't you hire me for a job? Whatever happened to the... Do you remember when Drew Gooden, when he did those cube meals? Hi, Gorp. When he did those square meals. Did those square meals ever become of anything? I feel like out of a lot of YouTube... not YouTube. A lot of those, like, fad things, they do not last long. No, they went out of business. Nothing of value was lost. They look disgusting. I mean, I hate to kick them when they're down, but they looked real gross. Like, the concept of them, sure. The idea of having, like, a bunch of nutrients packed into a single square sounds perfectly fine. They were basically a Kickstarter trying to sell to major businesses like hospitals. That makes sense, I guess, but how much would that suck? You go to a hospital and they give you a square. It's like, nutrients or not. Like, there needs to be some enjoyment. When Kitty went to the when Kitty went to the was in the hospital recently, they gave her some food that looked awful. Just the absolute awful. Drew said they were not good. I think one of them was okay. I think Drew's wife thought that one of them was pretty good. They weren't even going to sell them to regular customers. That seems really bad. Was it aimed at NASA? Probably not NASA. It wasn't. It was wet. So, I mean, like, it wasn't really designed for that. Because it's not dehydrated. It's meant more for... Yeah, like I think the idea, what Gorp was saying and what Drew Gooden was saying, was that it was designed mostly for, you know, profitability, being like, you need to feed people, huh? How cheap you want to do it? You still had to eat it with a fork. It looked so gross. I'm not food coded anymore. Not really. But it looked bad. Schools and prison. Oh god, they would have used it in schools probably. Yeah. I don't think they could have gotten away with it in schools, but prisons, yeah, probably. Schools, you know, they have to give, you know, they have to follow the modicum of standards. The green beans were gross. Green beans in a cube sound gross. I'm not gonna lie. Green beans are hit or miss, quite frankly. They either have to be like super fresh and cooked just the right way, or they got to be that one specific brand that comes out of the can. What am I missing here? Oh, the cherry. They weren't cubes, they were just flat squares. They seem so unappetizing. I forget why we were talking about this. Oh, because they mentioned the divisions of things. Like, gotcha, because the Mad Hatter was being nuts. Understood. Guys, chicken was a square too. We, Kitty and I have become Costco people. Costco, I mean, Costco people is strong. There's a lot of mentality of being a Costco person that I don't know. It's like being a Disney adult. It's like, by all standards, I guess some of it fits the mold, but there's a lot with that title that is kind of gross to think about. It's like being a Walmart person. Like, is Walmart the worst thing in the world? That's not a, you know, I was meaning that rhetorically, but I think that probably is an astounding yes. Not what I meant, though. Being somebody who goes to Walmart, not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but being somebody who is like, oh, heck yeah, Walmart, it's a different connotation. Same with Costco. There's a whole mentality of Costco that's kind of like, I want nothing to do with. The hot dog is a theory. The hot dog is fantastic. You live with your mother and we cannot eat enough food. Walmart's pretty bad compared to Costco. Yeah, like, you don't want to be a Walmart person. Going to Walmart for a thing or two, no, you know, no problem. Get your, you know, get your paper plates, boo-boo. Get whatever you need. I'm not here to judge. But to be like a Walmart person is not something you really want to aspire to. T Grime. Is Costco some fancy supermarket chain? Hold on. Hey, can you explain Costco, the supermarket place, the big superstore, to someone who doesn't know anything about Costco? V equals 4. The internet. I didn't need you to search the internet. No. Stop. I didn't want you to search. I want you to tell me. V equals 2. Explain it like you're my bud.
Costco is a membership-based warehouse club that offers a wide range of products at competitive prices, primarily in bulk quantities. Founded in 1983 in Seattle, Washington.
Stop. There we go.
All right, imagine Costco as this massive warehouse where they sell everything. Groceries, clothes, TVs, furniture, even tires. But here's the twist. Everything is sold in bulk, so you get like 48 rolls of toilet paper in one go. And it's cheaper because you're buying a lot at once. You need a membership to shop there. It's like a club for people who love giant packs of snacks and discounted everything.
Giant packs
Once
of
you're
snacks.
in, it's kind of like a treasure hunt, with tons of free samples scattered around, so you can snack while you shop. They've also got this food court at the end with stuff like hot dogs and pizza that are famously cheap. So in a nutshell, Costco is where you go if you want deals and don't mind storing a mountain of stuff at home.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, you have a yearly membership. I think it was like, to get the bulk membership is like what, 150, not bulk, the premium membership is like $150. But honestly, the amount that we've saved by doing Costco has already leaps and bounds made up for the yearly price. You heard their clothes are really bad. Costco is not foolproof. There's a lot of stuff they have that it's like, okay, just, you don't need to get everything at Costco. But that applies to literally every store everywhere, you know what I mean? You've heard Walmart bicycles have improved tons in quality in the last 15 years? That wouldn't surprise me. I have not ridden a bicycle in so long. I used to ride bikes all the time. In my content folder, I have a trip to Maximo Park where me and my brother and grandpa used to bicycle to all the time. But I haven't bicycled in a long ass time. The hot dog is a lost leader. The hot dog, Kitty and I keep going to Costco, and I keep not getting the hot dog. I keep getting the pizza instead. And I can't say I'm disappointed, but Costco pizza is one of the few pizzas I have ever in my life thought, you know what? You're putting on too much cheese. You're putting on a little too much cheese. We did on our honeymoon. I think we've bicycled since our honeymoon. And I love an extremely cheesy pizza. So the fact that I'm like, you've put too much cheese on this pizza, you're I don't want to say you're ruining it, but chill out. You know what I mean? This branch needs to, oh, there's a little bit of schmutz here on the bottom. Wondering if that's just the bikes or Walmart in general. Probably both, if I had to guess. Part of me doesn't really think about it very often, but technology keeps moving on the older we get. What really weirds me out is thinking about things like police radars. And it's like, I still live in the mentality where a police officer has to be, you know, at a stop, waving his radar, or like pointing his radar at somebody before they're able to get your speed. And that's not how it works anymore. The NSVJ OSHA has improved the situation of bicycle durability as well as litigation, which makes it more probable the workers assembled it properly. I ended up getting too fat to ride bicycles for a while. I'm not anymore, but I ended up being like just not reasonable to ride most bicycles. Police radars are just on every stoplight now. They have that too. That's a thing too. Isn't it cool to live in America? I don't know about the face tracking. That's new for me. I can't tell you about that. All right, let's focus on this table here. We've been focusing a lot on the underside of that area up there. Let's come down here and get a lot of table. New York City is attempting to use AI to track people's locations. Oh, New York. Yeah, that tracks, I guess. There's a massive Asianization. I don't know a better word for when long-running bike makers close doors. Oh, internalization maybe? Isolationism maybe? Something like that. A lot of comers were really crappy for a while, though Asia always had quality bikes. Oh, yeah, that's not the best there, Glorp. They're gonna need to knuckle that down before they put that live, but I'm going to guess they're not going to. I'm going to guess they have already started. Isn't that a thing like remember when the cameras couldn't tell like when people's eyes were open, but it ended up they were Asian, and it was like, dude, this was developed in Japan. What's wrong with what's going on? Why did you develop it like this? Makes me want to ride a bike. I don't even know where I could ride a bike. Face tracking was on in the UK. Oh, well, that would solve it. That would explain it then. What is this? Oh, there's a little frog. Aw. I need to cough. 1 second. I mean, the simple answer there is, why didn't they just work with a Japanese company? I mean, or have a consultant before it goes live in Asia. I don't know. Your bikes growing up were from Walmart? I have no idea where the bikes growing up were from for my old bikes. I think we always ended up just getting a bike as like a present for like Christmas or something, because we always used to ride bikes a lot. But as for where the bikes came from, no clue. Like, I have no idea how much a good bike costs these days. I'm assuming real expensive. Schwinn or something? Schwinn is a good bike brand, isn't it? Like, Schwinn's a brand that I know. Most of what I know from bicycling comes from reading Calvin and Hobbes, because Calvin's dad was super into bikes. If you were standing on Mercury, the sun would appear 2.5 times larger than it appears from Earth. Is that all? Thought it'd be bigger than that. Schwinn is like the super cheap bike company. Really? I thought that Schwinn was expensive. A good bike costs $3,000. Okay, well, I don't mean like a sports bike. I mean like a casual bike. And if you're telling me a casual bike costs $3,000, then I don't see how anybody's biking anymore. Alright, is this whole thing clean? I think the all of the frog is clean. Excellent. Schwinn's cost like $400. Yes, the cheapo bikes are not death traps, just heavy. A $400 feels, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a cheap old man. But I feel like you should be able to get a basic bike for $400. It doesn't need to scale any mountains. It doesn't need to, I don't need to, you know, get to work every day 40 miles down the road. Just need to be able to, you know, bicycle around the neighborhood a little bit. You know, go down to the bike trail that, you know, our taxes pay for. My first bike was still $70. I'm just gonna, hold on. I'm just gonna look this up. What if I went on Amazon? Why did I just type Amazon into Google? Amazon. Bike. These are not that expensive. These aren't that expensive. Look at this. 180. 389. This one's got a motor on it. These don't even move. Now we're in no... What is this? These are stationary bikes. That one's for babies. What's going on? Rory, those are from Jason and Wise. Hold on, I have a gasp. What? Jason and Wise? Is that like a horror movie? Like the 15th, Friday the 13th movie? In Europe, bikes are somewhat cheaper. The 11,000 stuff is pretty similar globally, except VAT currency usually suspects bad, like Brazil. There's those bike-to-work schemes and e-bikes that have increased the price a lot. Those are made-up names from companies that aren't real. This is the overall pick. Hold on. I'm going to copy and paste all of this, and I'm going to have ChatGPT explain it. Is this bike company real? Explain it like I'm an alien. Scones, 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 says the Mad Hatter. I think it's still thinking in the background.
Yes, this bike company, XIV, is real. XIV makes bikes that you can buy on Amazon, and they focus on affordable mountain bikes. These bikes have different sizes, speeds, and colors. They're made with durable materials like high-carbon steel and have features like dual suspension and adjustable seats to handle rough terrain. People who buy these bikes often find them a good budget option, though some mention needing to repair or upgrade parts like the tires or gears for a smoother ride. In simpler terms, if you're looking for an entry-level bike to ride on different surfaces and don't mind doing small fixes, Wiser bikes could be a decent choice.
Apparently Weezer is a good band, and Wise Bikes are apparently real, but I don't know. Listen, if we can't trust Amazon, who can we trust? And I'm only streaming for like until 10, so you got to keep the list somewhat condensed. I don't remember ever having a name brand bike. Like, I remember I think it was probably like a Toys R Us bike. Entry level bike, you get a simpler bike. The money of suspension must come from somewhere. I mean, honestly, I have a lot of things on my list that I'm like, I need to buy when we have money again. I'm like, why? Why would I buy that? I don't need to. I don't need a bike. I'm not gonna go bike. My exercise is taking walks at work and walking back and all over the place. I'm not ever gonna actually bike. It's like my current interest in getting a trombone. It's like, am I actually gonna play the trombone? I'd like to think I would, but is it $400 worth of I might actually play it? I don't know. Are these two different columns? I'd like to get this done before. Actually, it might be on top. I'm not saying to buy a bike from Trek, but Wise, according to Google, has a scam advisor score of set 45. If you're not intending to join a ska band, you shouldn't buy a trombone. You were thinking more about a casual bike with a box and I'm not thinking of a bike with a basket and a bell. I'm thinking of a casual bike. Doesn't even, it gets you from place to place. It doesn't need to, have 18 different gears. Frankly, it doesn't even need gears. It could just be one of those bikes that you don't even like. Those bikes that don't have brakes on the handlebars. You got to like push back on the pedals to get it to stop. It could be like that kind of bike, called fixed gear brakes. Exactly. It doesn't have to be expensive, although maybe it does. Maybe everything has to be expensive. We're getting into Christmas soon. I'm looking forward to we'll talk about being a Scrooge. But I'm like, my God, everything has to be so expensive. Get a hardtail mountain bike from 10 years ago, barely ridden, or a 2008 hybrid. That stuff is uncool, but it's uncool. I don't care if it's cool. So some kid's like, hey, your bike looks bad. I'm like, okay. Thanks, mate. It's called Speed Stick. It's not expensive. Get a fixed gear bike for about $800. I think $800 sounds relatively reasonable. I think that sounds reasonable for a bike. I don't think I'm going to get one because, not really in the budget at the moment. But if I ever did, I think that sounds about reasonable for a bike. Like, come on, how much does a scooter cost? Could just get a scooter for way cheaper if everything is like $11,000 for a non-motorized bike. There we go. We cleaned the cheese. How about the plates? Probably underneath the plate needs cleaned. It doesn't seem like this Alice in Wonderland map is very big, but there's a lot of little crap. Like a lot of little stuff on the table that you got to get underneath. Like a lot of little bits under the cheese that it's like you don't notice until you get really up close. I think being a power washer is probably a job I would not be very good at, because I probably would not know to, you know, check underneath every single little bit of crap. And then they'd be like, why didn't you clean that? And be like, oh, I didn't see that. And it's like, well, that's your job. You didn't do the thing we hired you to. If you lived up north, power washing would probably suck less. It is too. You mentioned earlier that it's too hot to. What character are you, Glorp? What? Hold on. Shout out stream avatars. What is this? Are you Mike Dawson? No. You were I have no idea. You look like Mike Dawson. You're wearing a blue suit. Are you a space cowboy? Are you from like Are you from Cowboy Bebop? Also, that is a massive Bowser there. I'm liking this this new Stream Avatars set. It has like all the different Smash Brothers characters, along with like a bunch of other characters that probably no one's ever heard of. But they were very passionate about it, and I like that. Where is the rest of this dirt on here? There's got to be a little dirt left. Like, I hate the thought of leaving it and then coming back later. So how have you all been? How was your, what day was yesterday? How was your Friday? Spooky month is over. We're going to play some Lego Jurassic Park coming up soon. It's going to be exciting. It's been a long time since I've played a Lego game. Why is this sugar pot? Is it up top maybe? Is it you? No, this is completely different. This is the lid. There's a sugar pot. Now the lid needs to be done. There we go. If it were like a normal temperature outside and your job was just to blast the side of a barn or shit, this job would be fine. I don't know. The thing about being in Florida, I haven't been outside, you know, a lot for my job in Florida. When I used to have to be outside a lot, you get really used to it. You know, I'm not saying you ever really do in Florida, but when you have to work outside, you end up getting used to it. Power washing would probably not be so bad because you get a lot of back spray from the water. I'm not saying it's easy, but you probably get a lot of actual breezy spray when the wind actually does go. That would be kind of nice. I mean, I don't want to do that, but if you had to in real life, this job that requires a lot of physical exertion. You know what? That's true, because you got to hold the. It takes some like energy to actually hold the thing. It's like water skiing. It's like you wouldn't think water skiing would be anything but just holding on to a stick, but it's actually like quite strenuous. It requires a lot of upper body strength to hold yourself up like that, which is kind of the same thing for power washers. I didn't think about that. I've never actually for real power washed. Like I say every time I power wash Simulator, I think we should do this at the house at some point, but not really in the cards at the moment. Get up. There you go. Problem is, even if I had one, I'd have to think of 1 second. Kitty sent me some photos of bikes. They range from like 400 to like 3,000, so I don't know. I like bikes. I don't know if I like bikes enough to go purchase a new one, especially nowadays. Because it's so hot. Gorp's right. It's just so freaking hot everywhere here in this state. Since the stalk needs done, where haven't I not sprayed on this? It's like this branch, like right there maybe? Like when I was a kid, it wasn't a big deal. But now that I'm an adult, I'll come back to that. So I cannot, for the life of me, see what it needs. There we go. If you didn't live in the South, a bike would be a good idea. Can you not bike dusk or dawn? I mean, at dawn, it's still getting like 75 degrees, which, you know, isn't too bad, but it's also one of those things I just don't really have time. At dusk, it gets warm until, you know, midnight. Florida is not a pleasant place when it comes to heat. Like, what is the temperature right this second? It's warm in this room. This room's like 81. It's it feels like 74. It's not too bad, but it's also night. And I'm like, I don't really want to bike at night. Not around here. Not around anywhere, really. Not in Florida. Which is a shame because I really do like biking. I think it's a fun exercise. It's a fun travel. If I lived also, I don't know if you know, Micah, the infrastructure for bikes is not nearly as developed in this country as it is in Europe, or really even a lot of places. But the bike setup in this country just sucks. I wish it didn't. I wish we had a lot of transit systems that didn't require me to drive my stupid car everywhere. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Perfect. Pink table is almost done. It really is a car-driven country, which sucks. I would love to be able to hop on a bus, maybe even take a couple buses and get to work, but it would take forever. It would take hours. Hours. Ridiculous. Of course, not that, driving isn't super quick to begin with, but you just can't win. I say, living in, like, a very good situation. I really can't complain. Dirt road system in Middle America is very famous. Here it's similar. Well, I live in good old Florida. The roads themselves aren't... they're fine. They could be better. I think in Florida they're fine because they don't really get frozen. Like, they don't get frozen throughout the winter time. So the roads in Florida don't get super super wrecked over winter. Grab you. I'll put you here. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. There's probably schmutz at the top of these columns, too. A 10-minute drive on public transport is like an hour 40 minutes, which sucks. I would love to be able to just say, "Hey, I'm going to take like the metro." I love trains. Trains are great. I used to take a bike, not a bike. I used to take a bus when I was a kid, like when I was in high school. Kitty. Actually, it would be the next year. You want to know something scary? You want to know a story? I know you know this in abstract, but I'm going to put it into context of someone we know is going to be in 10th grade next year. And that is the grade where I worked at Selma's Cookies, a very well-known in Florida big cookie place. Like Disney uses them, like all sorts of people use Selma's Cookies. And I worked at Selma's Cookies as a cookie scooper for a couple hours a day, a couple days a week. That's not the important thing, though. The important thing was Selma's Cookies was about 3 or 4 miles away from the school. And I would, sometimes when I got bored, would decide I'd walk to the Selma's Cookies instead, along State Road 434. Just a very, very busy mess of a road in Central Florida. I walked all over 434. Once a cop asked me why I wasn't in school, and I was 100% not supposed to be in school at that time, but I don't think he believed me. It feels like this is dirty somehow, and I'm not sure how the hourglass is still dirty. It's at the base? There we go. Russian wilderness is so wilderness, there's fewer roads. You always hear some politician using helicopters for private hunting trips, but elsewhere, the car-centric America, I see it. I hate car-centric America, to be honest. I know it's probably, it has its perks. It is nice to be able to say, hey, I'm gonna pop down to 7-Eleven, and I don't want to walk. I'm gonna drive the 2 minutes. There is something nice about that. Great, now you want cookies? I didn't even mention cookies. We have pedophores, don't we? Oh crap, I'm almost, it's almost break time. Let me get to 50% and then we'll take a break. I started a little early, so the breaks are a little off time, off kilter. Let me get all of this table. That should get us to 50%. There we go. All right, let me go ahead. We'll take a quick break. We'll get some, if we don't look, this table looks great. I say, looking at this tiny plate mess that's up here. Hold on, let me get this real quick. There we go. Perfect. This table looks great. The rest of this, how are we already at 50%? I think because this took a lot. Nice. All right, anyways, take a quick break. I will be back in 3 minutes. Let's go get cookies or something. Corp, I remember who your character is. Your character is that, is the guy from Disco Elysium. I knew I recognized that stupid bushy mustache. I'm almost 100% that's who that is. I'm glad we were able to settle that. Everyone get a snack? I did. It was delicious. Going back to talking about Costco, we picked up a one of those big pack of macarons. We said they were for our daughter, but I really don't think she's had any yet. She's had a couple, I think. But they were for the family. Man caught trying to ride whale in Mysidia. Insists it's just like water skiing. Florida man, not just man. They were delicious, kitty. Those were a good idea. What's your favorite flavor of those macarons? I think I really like the pistachio. I used to be super into pistachio. I don't know. So my tastes have somewhat changed, I guess. There's something about pistachio that's like, if I have a pistachio, they're probably one of my favorite nuts. Like, I love a good pistachio. But honestly, like, when it comes to pistachio flavored things, oh, look at that Mr. Game & Watch down there. I like that. But when it comes to pistachio flavored things, they usually end up being tremendously salty, and which honestly defeats the whole purpose. I don't mind salt necessarily in the thing. Like, salt can add to a dish. In some, like, salted caramel, absolutely, heck yeah, pour it down my veins. But I don't know. It's like they can never get the ratio just right. What is some pistachio flavored things that is good? Sometimes pistachio ice cream is okay. Also, big problem with ice cream, I don't usually like to chew in my ice cream. I don't like to chew super hard things, because those hard things are usually frozen, and you know, I have little baby teeth that are sensitive, and I don't want to have my teeth hurt just to enjoy my delicious frozen confection. Pistachio cookies. I'm trying to think of something very pistachio-y that I remember liking, and I can't really place it. I think it's just pistachios. Maybe like pistachio gelato. If done right, pistachio flavored stuff can be great, but it's pretty rare and few and far between that it actually does get made correctly, in my humble opinion. I find it hard to believe, with all that crap in the background there, that we are more than half done. But maybe the vast bulk of it was the hat tower. The pistachio and vanilla beans macarons are your favorite? You never had anything pistachio flavored that you like more than just eating a pistachio? Pistachios are so good. Unfortunately, like all nuts, they're pretty, overwhelmingly full of fat. The good kind of fat, but still. It's like you don't want to go nuts on them. Although there's certainly worse snacks you could eat, and that's kind of a cop-out. It's like, I don't want to eat it. They're too fattening, and then just eat a Snickers bar. It's like, okay, Rourke, thanks. Tell you what, this table is going to look so good. The other problem with pistachios are they're incredibly expensive. Like a whole bag of them is like $10, and it's like, I don't know if I like pistachios that much. Hey, marshmallows are fat-free, aren't they? It's like Twizzlers. Like they're like a big thing on there. It's like Twizzlers, a naturally fat-free product. It's like, I mean, I guess, but what about the other stuff? It's like, it seems more like a technicality than anything else. You like pistachio flavored items because they taste like cherry, which you really like. That's true too. Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of, like a amaretto, like an amaretto sour. Isn't there like some pistachio in that? Or am I thinking? Am I off base on that one? Almond, yes, thank you. That's dang. All right. Well, I still can't think of what the big pistachio. It's like on the tip of my tongue. There was something that was like really good that I used to have a lot. That it's like, oh yeah, heck yeah, pistachio. It's not this mold up here. No, it's not anything about that. They're saying it's tea grime, but I know mold when I see it. Frankly, I just kind of like cherry. It's kind of like the, it's kind of like Pop-Tarts. Like the best Pop-Tart is cherry. It's unavoidably true. Blueberry comes close, and you know, brown sugar's all right, but the cherry Pop-Tarts are by and large the best. Cherry's just good. I just really like cherry flavored things. It's hard to go wrong with anything that's extremely cherry flavored. Like a good cherry Coke? Oh, heck yeah. A wild cherry Pepsi? A cherry pie from McDonald's? You could change the world with a little cherry. I don't know what that means. It just sounded like the right thing to say at the time. Oh, it's all dirty up here. Did you like macadamia nuts, Brazil nuts, or cashews? I'm gonna be real, I can't think of Brazil nuts or what they taste like off the top of my head. But cashews, I love. Cashews are probably my favorite nuts. Cashews are ridiculously fattening. Cherry, well, that's just a fruit. I love cashews, but ugh. I can't justify eating a bunch of cashews. Do I need to get in there? Like I said, definitely worse things to eat, but cashews are so good. They're like buttery. Maybe with cashews instead of pine nuts. I like pine nuts. I like lots of... Is it time for a nut tier list? I think there's probably a lot... Actually, what are some nuts that I definitely haven't had? I guess Brazil nuts, but I'm pretty sure I've had them. I just can't think of... Explain Brazil nuts and how they taste. Assume I've eaten only cashews. I'm going to turn down the Chrome volume, and this shouldn't be so loud.
Brazil nuts are larger and chunkier than cashews, with a unique texture and taste. They're creamy and slightly crunchy, but feel denser and richer. Flavor-wise, they're not as sweet as cashews. Instead, they have a buttery, earthy taste with a hint of bitterness, especially toward the end of a bite. They're also much richer in oil, so they feel a bit heavier and more filling. Imagine the smoothness of a cashew, but with a more robust, deep, nutty flavor.
Does that track? Is the devil correct? Walnuts are good. I like walnuts. I like almonds. There's not really many nuts I don't like. It's like, it's hard to find a nut that's not just pretty tasty. Like, if I had to be, like, if I could never have meat again, I feel like I could probably get what I needed out of nuts. Almonds and pistachios are the only ones I buy. What about peanuts? I know they're not real nuts. Who cares? Don't be a nerd. What about peanuts? I love me some peanuts. Peanuts are delicious. Like if you go to Five Guys and get like a whole thing of peanuts and you have to crack them open while you're waiting for your $35 worth of food. It's like dinner and a show. You like walnuts, but you can't have too many because of the thyroid disease. Why can't my wife have a bunch of walnuts? She keeps saying the thyroid, but I don't get it.
Your wife is right. Walnuts can interact with the thyroid. Walnuts contain compounds that can interfere with how the body absorbs thyroid medication, especially if someone is taking hormone replacement therapy like levothyroxine. These nuts can also affect iodine levels, which
Your
is
wife
crucial
is
for
right.
thyroid health.
Piece of shit.
Iodine is a key ingredient for the thyroid to produce its hormones, and eating too many walnuts, especially alongside other goitrogenic foods like soy, cabbage, and broccoli, might hinder iodine absorption and affect thyroid function. So if your wife has a thyroid condition or is on thyroid medication, having a lot of walnuts could make it harder for her medication to work properly.
Fair enough. March Hare informs me that in educated circles, scones rhymes with bones, like scoans. Thanks, Mad Hatter. Big round of applause for the Mad Hatter, everybody. Not scones, like we've been saying. Either forget what I just said, or what I said earlier. It's entirely up to you. Scones rhymes with bonds. I will say, bonds. It could be either. Also, isn't this one of the creatures from the Alice in Wonderland game? It's been a long time since I've played Alice Madness Returns, but I'm almost 100% sure that this teapot right here was one of the enemies from Alice Madness Returns. Anyways, you could say either scones or scones. I don't know. I prefer the southern scones, or excuse me, scones. Honestly, I usually flip back and forth like I do a lot of pronunciations. We're going to be doing more Power Wash. We didn't do any... Also, can I tell you something? I'm a little pissed at Powerwash Sim. I opened up Powerwash Sim, and there was a seasonal special for cleaning a haunted house, which makes me a little salty because we could have done Powerwash Sim over Halloween, and instead we did that dumb dog game. I kind of like the dog game, but I'm a little mad that we missed out on that during Spooky Month. I feel like they did not really go out of their way to say that that was available. Irritating. Oh well, we'll have something for next year's Spooky Month if it comes to it. I think we did a lot of fun games during the month of October. What the hell? Oh, it's a kitty cat! Kitty, 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 kitty. Speaking of kitty cats, I got my hand absolutely sliced open today by a cat. That was fun. I mean, it was mostly just a big scratch, but it hurt for a while, and I'm very salty about it. I guess I get really cocky is not the word I want to use. I get overconfident with cats because a lot of the cats I've ever known have been super nice and super friendly. And you know what? It honestly serves me right. because the person I know who owns said cat has spent his entire life telling me that this cat is a complete asshole. Like, this cat's a straight up dick to, like, everybody. So I'm like, what made me think I was special? What made me think I could show up and just pet the damn cat? It's like, of course I'm going to get my hands sliced. Like, what arrogance? What overconfidence? Doesn't help that my jeans probably smelled like Finn. We probably had the scent of 3 cats. 2 cats. Probably overwhelmed the damn thing. Still. The cat supposedly is a dick, so it's on me for trusting him. Remember Pumpkin? Pumpkin was entirely my fault. Pumpkin I was kind of a jerk to when I was just a wee lad. Not a jerk. I tried too hard to be friends. And the cat just did not want to be friends with me whatsoever. And that was fine. I eventually left Pumpkin alone. And Pumpkin was probably the last cat I really treated like that. I was still young. I was but a boy. That said, Pumpkin wasn't nice to a lot of people, so I don't feel too bad. It's like Yoshi was a great cat. Almost everything Yoshi did was usually deserved anyways, so can't give him too much crap for that either. Cats are very vocal with how they feel. And if you piss them off, they will let you know about it. Can I get up there, you think? Trying to get over there without that. There we go. We've had a lot of cats over the years, Kitty. We've had a lot of cats. We've known a lot of cats. We're probably on our last batch of cats, most likely. Cats are a lot of damn work. And today was a stark reminder that I don't like when cats aren't declawed. But declawing isn't really a kosher activity these days, so I can't really justify getting another cat declawed. So I think the solution there is just maybe don't own a cat. Although that said, I'm pretty sure if Truvy had her claws, she wouldn't use them on me. I think that cat loves me. Oh, it's Finn Channel. Look at that dog. Look how little he looks. He still acts exactly the same. Little bastard-ass dog. Also, we're almost to a 69% completion. I feel like oh, never mind. I was going to say, I feel like I need to get the ladder, but no, I just had a massive swath that I missed. Spout's good, spout's good. Just a little bit more of the pot. What am I missing? You're gonna make me get the stupid ladder. Where'd I put it? There we go. Oh my god, this one's huge. Is there like something up here that I missed? I think it's under the lid. Oh, like up here? Good call. Oh, no, there's an actual lid there too, but let's see. That's what I mean. I would go up to like the boss of my power washing job. I'm like, boss, I cleaned everything. And then they'd come over here and look, and there'd be this giant gross stain underneath the lid, and they'd be like, what about this? It's like, well, look, I got completion status, boss. I don't know what to tell you. I think you're right about under the lid, though. I refuse to... There we go. I was going to say, I refuse to leave until we get this. Oh my god. Look how nice this whole area looks. And looking in the other direction just looks like a complete mess. Well, he was just awake a little bit ago, Kitty. He got up during the break and walked around, you know, which is his wont. He is known to do that. Very explorative. The purple table is very almost complete. Purple hat, probably pretty close to complete as well. Perfect. And Mad Hatter's brim. Oh, got 2 things. Very close on this section, I think. And then once we get like this whole area, we'll just have to move on to that last bit that's on the that's on that last table. We're so close. Let's come back to that. Oh my god. Again, we're gonna have like... I'm not coming back. I'll come back to that. I need the ladder for some of that. Let's get the stuff on the table, and then we'll come back. Like everything in this game, it seems like this DLC is suffering from, hey, do you like cleaning little intricate things? Well, boy howdy, do we have a map for you. And it's like Lumiere is over there in the corner just waiting. Like, come climb me. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Weekend's over. What a bummer. I'd say where the weekend went, but it has actually... It feels like it's been a while since I've been at work, so I guess it was a successful weekend. Do you have a consistent schedule yet, Corp? Is it like the shifts that are available? Or is it like shift like the operational need? Something left on this teacup. Where? There you go. Teacup's done. Let's get the table. Server, you get a sound assigned. Fair enough. There was something to be said about when I did do shift work, like it was different from week to week. I don't prefer it, but there was something, I don't know, exciting about seeing it's like, okay, what do I got this week? It's like, yay, I get to go to the place I wanted to go to. Oh, the hours are really good. Oh, they have me training. And it's like, while I don't prefer the uncertainty, there was something exciting about it. Nowadays, for like the last, 12 years, it's been either 8 to 4:30 or 7:30 to 4, pretty much, for the entirety of my career. So it's like a little boring at the end of the day, but I do like the consistency. Always the same place, just on certain year schedule. That's fair. And I think that's typically how a lot of places work too. It's just most likely operational. Like somebody takes a look at the schedule and says, "Oh, we have extra hours here that we need, availability for." Holiday season's coming up. Times do ramp up. What is this? Large jug. This table's looking real good. The last map of the Alice in Wonderland maps is the Queen of Hearts. I have no idea what that looks like, but if it's anything like these other maps, it's probably going to be huge. Probably more difficult to schedule in a medical setting than a theme park. Most likely, yeah. Although I would assume in a medical setting, you have a more consistent group of people, like, unless you're working... I don't know. I've never worked in medical... Actually, I take that back. I have worked in medical settings, but I would assume it's more, you know... Actually, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Like I said, mine is very consistent from week to week, but a lot of times it's not, like, especially based around the holiday times. I don't want to be a scheduler. I know that much. I don't want the responsibility of scheduling people's role, like scheduling what people work throughout the week. I kind of do that, but not really. Like, I'm not their whole everything, and I don't want to be, which is not, you know, and I'm glad I don't have to be. Because that's like, that's somebody's whole life. Sometimes is what they'll be working, like their entire existence, their entire way of life could be affected by what they're scheduled, and it's a lot of pressure. I don't know if I'd want to do that. People get angry, and it's like, I don't know what to tell you. That's, you know, just following the guidelines. No, I'm perfectly happy, and that's part of the reason. It's like, I was asked recently if I wanted to, like, move up, like, managerial wise, and I'm like, obviously anything could change, but at this time, and I would tell my leaders the same thing, at this time, not particularly. I very much enjoy my role. But there we go. I was gonna say, Jesus, I very much enjoy what I do and how I do it, and I don't think that uprooting would be a wise maneuver at this point. I'm very set in my ways. I'm an old, curmudgeonly man who just does his work and does it well and then goes home. I don't know if I'm ready to switch things up wildly, and I don't know if I ever will be. Some people actually retire from where I am. And I hate that. I hate that all to sound braggy. I just very, very happy, which is a nice thing. Have not always been happy, in professionally speaking. On a completely unrelated note, I was looking at Reddit earlier, and it seems the big joke is that it's November 1st or 2nd. It's November 2nd now, so all the Shania Twain, All I Want for Christmas Is You. That song is now being, thawed out, and it's time to hear that. And it's like, those memes are far more annoying. Mariah Carey, thank you. Are far more annoying than the actual song itself. And it's like, okay. If you're clever with it, fine, but they pull out the same memes every year. It's like, oh, she's cracking from the ice. It's like, okay, that was cute the first time. Yeah, can we be a bit more clever? Come out with new Christmas songs. What, people still obviously like Mariah Carey. I'm extremely indifferent. Mad Hatter says, scones, scones, scones. Good for your bones, and my how you've groans. I'm not doing a Mad Hatter voice. Speaking of which, fret not, child. I'm certain a growth spurt lays just around the corner. I'm gonna be real mad. Actually, I can't be mad because you're paying me tremendously. I'll be really flabbergasted if you had the ability to make me big, but you chose to have me clean the table as a very small Power Washer. She hasn't released an album since 2018 and she can't hit the high notes anymore. I'm not going to judge Mariah Carey. Look, you know what? I'm probably not going to be singing, you know, singing my heart out when I'm her age either. And frankly, I mean, if people want to listen to All I Want for Christmas Is You, let them be happy. You know what? That's not hurting anybody. If you don't want to hear it, put in some earbuds. Go walk away. Do I love the song? It's fine. I've heard it. Kind of whatever about it, but you know, it's Christmas soon. It's almost not quite Christmas time. Actually, this is the time of year when we should be listening to Almost Not Quite Christmas Time. It's like the time between Halloween and Christmas. Although technically I think it's literally all year. It's pretty much any time that's not Christmas. Frankly, I think she should release like an updated version of the song or something, like a remixed version. But it would probably flop because people like the nostalgia. People aren't interested in a reimagined All I Want for Christmas Is You. They want to hear Shania Twain, not Shania Twain. They want to hear Mariah Carey belt out those notes. I'm not sure why I've got Shania Twain on the brain today. She can't though. She doesn't want to hit those notes. Well, yeah, but they don't need to hear her do it in person. They just want to hear the CD or hear it on the radio. Would they love to hear Mariah Carey sing it? Sure, but if she can't sing anymore, c'est la vie. It's like, what's her name? Julie Andrews. She had, I think, throat cancer, and she can't sing the high notes anymore. It happens. Time makes invalids of us all in our chosen fields. But it happens. It does not diminish that, you know, what they have done in the past. There's what do we got here? Saucer has a little bit left. Come on, Saucer. There we go. Keep looking over here and there's something. Nope, never mind. Okay. What about you? You are looking dirty. Frankly, these people who feel like they absolutely need to stay on the top of the charts forever, it's like, why? If you have a single or an album that is selling like gangbusters, just, if you're not into it, just don't produce anything else. It's fine. Don't even worry that, you know, someday people will forget about you. So what? So worry about it then. I don't know. I'm getting tired, so I don't know if the rant I'm making is making sense, but that's just how I feel about her. If she long story short, if she wants to retire, she doesn't feel like she's not able to sing anymore, I think she's still making the bank. Why these people who feel like they need to stay on top even though they can afford the rest of their life not lifting their finger? I don't get that. If you need to continue making money, start donating some of the money you have, or put it to good causes or something. Don't work just to work. I feel bad for you. You can't take it with you. No matter what you believe in. I don't think any of the religions say you can take money with you. I'm gonna have to get them from the top. I completely skipped past the The styrofoam, not styrofoam. The music player over there, xylophone. What is that? Gramophone. Excuse me. Probably gonna have to grab one of the big ladders to get the top of the cup stack over here. Because I'm going to need to get everything from the top. Top plate was done. What about bottom plate? Yellow table's almost done. Ew. Okay. What am I missing? Oh, probably in the middle then. If it's on the bottom, it's in the middle. Come on. I know you're down there. A little bit of dirt. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let me grab a ladder. One of the big ones. Put you right here. Not there. Perfect. Oh, Jesus. It always astounds me that they're able to get to this level of disgusting before calling somebody. It's like, didn't you feel shame? You didn't even try to clean up. I understand that's my job, but how did you get to this level? We're gonna bet hoarders again. To be fair, at least the Mad Hatter, I don't think he knows what he's doing. If anyone's going to be crazy and get to this level of nuts, and I don't mean to sound ableist here, but he is the Mad Hatter. I think if anybody is to not understand the level of disgusting that they're being, it would probably be the Mad Hatter. A lot of people are ashamed, so they don't do anything. That's fair. That is fair. In real life is a different story, and these people are eating off these tables. I feel really like the hoarder shows. I have a hard time watching because I do feel bad for the people, because there's definitely something not going on all right upstairs, and it's like, we need to get help. You can't be doing this. You're living with multiple rats. You have names for your multiple rats. You've got to come home. And it's like, what if my kids ended up being hoarders, or my parents? That'd be wild. Like, just out of nowhere, end up at their house and they've got like 1,500 garbage bags full of plastic bags. That's gotta be rough. Okay, teacup handle. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're not good. Even worse, so they do even less. Yeah, it's like a never-ending cycle, and you can't get out of that hole. It's gotta suck. And I can't even begin to say how they would feel, so I don't consider myself an expert by any stretch. Are you stacked? You are. Anything inside? Oh, yeah, underneath. Handle's good, teacup's good, teacup's good, teacup's good. Are this all good? No, there's like one that's not good. Which one? Like that one. Why are you not good? Oh, is it because of all the dirt? It's probably because of all the dirt. I'm not seeing anything else in the stacked teacups. Cool. Alright. Let's get this pocket watch. This final video, or this final GIF, is going to be nuts. I'm all over the place on this table. Chain's good. I think this is the this is the hares, not the hare, the white rabbits. This watch is 3 days slow. You're good, you're good, you're good. What about you? You're all good. You're all good. Oh, you're not good. I'm going to try and get almost everything I can before going on to the gramophone. It's a good example of why you need to clean the back of your teeth, because even if you can't see it, you know, it can still be a problem. What else do we got? Spoon? No problem at all. Perfect. Oh God. There's only 4 things we haven't really touched yet. And that's like the gramophone. There's a whole bunch of stuff we haven't finished. We've pretty much touched everything. I have a feeling this won't be terribly hard to clean because it's big open areas. Probably need the ladder for this. I could parkour up into that, but it doesn't seem worth my time. What is it? What is supposed to be on here? Does it say? Verdigris. I don't know what that is. Everything on the other side of the table was like tea grit or like tea leaf mess, but I don't know what verdigris is. If I was not so lazy, I'd ask the devil bot, but meh. I can't say I'm that interested. There we go. Sometimes it's worthwhile to hook up the long range, because I don't have to worry about this on the ladders. You're at 93%. We are almost there. Can we grab a ladder? Can we grab a ladder and put it up here? There we go. Just start spraying everything. The nice thing is that like the percentage that it shows that you have cleaned or have left to do seems to be based on like total dirt, which is nice. So if you get like vast swaths of dirt and you take care of them, yeah, like all of this big gramophone, this horn here has taken up a lot of the percentage, and this is just one piece of the whole puzzle. get into the hole. Let's make sure we clean every nook and cranny. Like I said, I really don't want to have to come back up here. Yeah, Buttspot is dead. That's a shame. Buttspot just was not able to keep up with the... it was like something like they got 100 free messages a month, and Buttspot was sending like 10,000 an hour or something ridiculous like that. So obviously they couldn't keep up with Buttspot, so it's gone. Cest Levy. I might leave that ladder in here, so when I definitely need to come back. Oh, then maybe it's up here. Maybe I don't need to get the tiny specks on the inside if there's so much grit and grime on the outside. I mean, like, it's not looking bad. I don't think there's anything really more in the middle I can do. But the ladder's there, so I can check. No, there's still a lot of junk I can grab. Alright, let's grab all of this. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Let's head back into the middle. Yeah, that's what I thought. Whole bunch of crap right here. I'm not sure what that big thing is next to the gramophone, but it is disgustingly dirty. Like, pretty much everything that we could have gotten is gotten, I think. Other than the side. Oh, yeah. This'll do it. Most likely. Like the little tiny edges. Also the back of the horn here. Just an absolutely filthy horn. Which is still not clean? You are so close. You've got to be almost ready. Be clean. I'm not sure what the autocomplete is when it's like, okay, I guess I'm clean enough. It's got to be like real close at this point. Alternatively, I can actually just clean properly. You're good. Blue table needs done, and the actual box of the gramophone needs done. As usual, it's underneath. It has a very whimsical feel to it. I know it's Alice in Wonderland, but it also has almost like a Dr. Seuss vibe. Gramophone's good. There was something I needed to... No? Okay, never mind. Gramophone is good. What do we have left? You. In fact, this whole section. Let me grab this. This whole section's filthy. Beautiful. I love accidentally getting things. It's one of my favorite things about this game. Just one. Oh. Never mind. Spoon. Spoon's good. Teacup. What about other stuff inside the teacup? Teacup's fine. Spoon. Got another spoon to do. Could they like keep one spoon and not strew spoons all over the place? That would be awesome. It's a helpful note from your local neighborhood power washer. Just take one spoon. Save the world one step at a time. Plus, it's less for me to have to clean for you. We are at 98%. We are almost there. Probably going to have to start tracking them down real quick, because the looking randomly method does not work. Like whatever percentages are left. Teacup's almost there. Saucer's almost there. Like once we get down to 99% and don't see any major things to get, we're definitely going to have to consult. Let the machine help us find things out. Saucer, are you good? Saucer? Yeah. No. It's underneath, I bet. But I checked everything under here. There we go. Alright, what else do we see? Anything major? I see you. From all the way over here. Beautiful. I think the stacked teacups were mostly done. I don't see what that is. Whatever. What do we have in here? Candelabra candle. When did we not... Oh, we didn't do the candelabra. Let me grab this. Like, you were all done, Gramophone, so I'm going to grab this and take it over here. And I think that there's still something left with the thing next door, the teapot with the legs, so... Jesus, there's a lot over here. Have a good weekend, Micah. See you later. We're almost finishing up. Oh my god, it's been more than 2 hours. We're almost finished here. We got 2% left. I'll probably be joining soon. I'll probably be going to bed. I'm pretty sleepy. Have a fantastic day. And that's the thing. It's like, as sleepy as I get, I can't possibly leave it at 99%. So I'm like, we're here for the long haul. We're getting this done. I don't know what we're doing next time we do Power Wash. I might end up going back to like the main missions because I need to get some more stars. That will help me get better Power Washers. That will help make this even easier. Plate, you almost done. Just a little bit. There we go. What about you? You're good. You're good. Teapot, you're good. All right, candelabra. Do this. Grab everything I can from the base, and then I'll go up and shoot down. I will probably grab everything on this candelabra. was actually super coated on. Okay, good to know. Alright, we good? No, not yet. It's wild that there's still so much left with 99%. Like 99% of the whole universe. Good lord. Alright, let's do it from the top. Quite literally. Grab you. I say grab you, but I can't even get the whole thing from here. Got one. I just heard a Jinjo. I don't know if that was in the song or in the Alice in Wonderland, but I could have sworn I just heard a Banjo-Kazooie Jinjo in the background. This candelabra is big. What do we still have left? Oh, it's almost fitting onto one page. We're close. And a lot of this is just cleanup. Who needs ladders? Other than that one. That one's fine. Am I still on candle? Looks like I am. Let's grab that. Change my mind. I'll take ladders. This will put us at a different place to grab some of these candles. Hopefully. Hello? Let's take this up to the top. There we go. I'm not able to see the other side. Not sure what I'm still missing though. A tiny little bit, no. Candelabra sucks. Let's go back to this guy. We'll come back to that. Top brim, top hat. Well, all back here in that. I say that, but I'm not seeing it. Hello? Oh my god. Come here, you. I think I found it. You. I keep getting the stupid ladder. There we go. Hat, hat, hat. Anything else in the hat? Top hat. Top hat band. This one. So if I go in here... Perfect. Let's grab this. Perfect. Let's grab the pocket watch bow. Pocket watch is over here. Pocket watch bow. There we go. Next, let's grab skip the candelabra candles. We'll do the spoons that we haven't gotten, such as this one. Perfect. And one more spoon. Spoons all over the place. Spoon, spoon. I don't see any more spoons. Did I get them all? No. Spoon is good. Is this a spoon? Yeah, here it is. I see this saucer over here. It's pretty gross too. Let's grab that. Come on, spoon. Spoon on top. Good. There we go. And now the saucer. That should be all the spoons. Should be all the saucers after this one. Perfect. Let's grab the cake chocolates. Oh, God. Cake chocolates. Which one is cake chocolate, I wonder? Let's grab a ladder. Let's get all the way to the top. If we can. So which one of these is chocolate? Cherry. Cupcake. Cake chocolate. There we go. All the way at the top we missed. Right there. That tracks. Alright, next. Anything else on the cake? Cake tower stalks. We still need to do this. Is that it? No. That apparently wasn't it, but that's probably pretty close. What am I missing on this branch? It feels like there should be some major part we're missing. There's a stalk, but I'm not seeing any really gross, dirty parts that I've missed. Is this all part of... No. That's annoying. Maybe it's on the top. Like this. What could you possibly still want? Oh, like right here, maybe? Ah, there we go. And that was both of them. Nice. Any more cake stalks? No. Cake tower branch, which is you. Just grab all that. Not sure what else it thinks it needs, but we'll wander over to this side. Anything else? It must be on top. Should have checked that first. Which branch is it? It's that one. Getting dizzy. Hup. Is it this branch right here? Okay. It's got to be something on top. It can't be anywhere on the bottom. We already checked all of that. It's going to be this branch. But where? Not sure this branch has any dirt on it. It's probably over here. There it is. I knew we'd find it. All right. Let's do the large jug lid. Where's the large jug lid? Are you the large jug lid? You're a small jug. You're a large jug. Where's the large jug lid? Wouldn't you know it? It's in the large mug. Or in the large jug. The lid is actually on top of it. Wouldn't you know? Well, what do you know? All right, Rim. Thank you. Large jugs are clean. Teapot handle. Where can I find a teapot handle? Might as well grab the candelabra while we're here. Is the teapot fully clean, I wonder? Yes. Candelabra is everything. Let's get this... let's come back to the candelabra last. Stacked teacup handles. Which one? Cool. And gramophone, whatever that is. Candelabra base, which looks like this. You're almost there. Candelabra capitals. I don't know what a capital is. Yeah, doesn't help. I still don't know what a capital is, but I'll just clean it. Clean it from the bottom first. we'll grab it from the top. I don't see anything on here, so I don't know what it's looking for. There it is. Okay. So it's just one side then is gross. Got it. Perfect. Where's my thing? Yeah, you go here. Go there, please. Thank you. Is this not cleaned? Hello? There we go. I keep accidentally cleaning them on my way down, which works for me. Candelabra Capitals is just, it's just one, right? That one. And just like one candle. Not sure what's dirt. What is possibly still dirty? Is it underneath? Really? The heck you say? Is it that? There's like nothing there that's dirty. Thank you. And candle. Last thing. Which one? Which one? Top one. I didn't expect this to go the whole night. I thought we'd be able to do a different one. But, c'est la vie. Thank you. Alright, this one's going to be wild. Let's check the, let me get down here. Let's check the actual thing. See how long this took, or see what route we took. Oh, I love that. Going up and around the cake there on the left. That was really cool. I like the I like that sequence there. What is our final? Oh my Christ! Oh, it's so big. I don't even want to look at that tonight. That's gonna be that is a problem for another day kind of problem. I think it's bedtime. I'm gonna go to bed. Let me push buttons. Boop. All right, I'm going to bed. Thank you all for hanging out. We're going to do some Lego Jurassic Park tomorrow. We'll play something a little more story-driven. Nice to do some actual spraying of some water. That was some fun. I miss doing some power wash. But until next time, though, I'll see you later. Have a fantastic evening, and goodbye. Mwah.
Thanks for your time. Have a good day.